Oh, it's been a nice all fucking day and now it decides to rain. Oh dear. Good evening. Hello YouTube. Welcome on board with Stormus-Furry biker. I hope you're all doing well out there, keeping it safe, rubber side down and legal if you're a fellow biker. Starting out as always, a huge shout out to all of my subscribers, old and new. Pleasure, privilege, honour to have you all with me. Big shout out as always Steve Kensu, the crew of Bike Talk School of Motorcycling based in Nottingham. If you live in Nottingham surrounding areas, they can do CBT, A1, A2 direct access. Now that they're all back on again, drop them a message, drop them an email, text, phone call, whatever you want, and they will either pick up or they will be in contact with you to arrange something. Hey. Personal shout outs, as always, go to Rusty 2 Wheels, Dashcam on 2 Wheels, Robin of Dashcam, Rick Rides, Laura K May Fursuits, Heather Abbott Aware Puppy Creations, Blazy Fox, Adako of Adako Animations, who also runs the Mini Drivers, Mini Riders and Mini Drivers. That's Mini with a E-E. Dexter Pocky Tate, and anybody who I've left out, insert your name here. I apologise if I've forgotten you. I've not done it on purpose, I promise. So, onwards, upwards and into the video. I know, just a short intro this time around because I feel my intros are getting a little bit on the long side. So, tonight's video. You've passed your full Category A licence test. Well done. Congratulations. You're now one of the big boys. And you're on the hunt for your first big bike. Now there's loads of choice out there, you know. From 400s, 600s, 650s, 750s, 1000s, 1000 plus if you want to go that fucking insane. Ah, got a shaft of sunlight coming from the clouds behind. Ah. But, well, some people think, okay, I'm going to buy a Fireblade or a ZX10 or an R1. I personally don't think that's a good move for your first big bike. Nah. Now bear in mind what I'm about to say. This is my own personal opinion. Some might say I'm biased. I suppose I am in a way. But my pick for your first big bike, ideally, and thousands of people can't be fucking wrong on this one, has got to be a CBR600F4, also known as the FX or FY, or the F4i if you go for the injected version, which came around after 2000. Now the CBR600F, some people it's seen as the lardy, fatter, dumpier sister to the more svelte RR or F-Sport. F-Sport came around before the RR version, which was introduced in 2003 if I remember correctly, and the F4 CBR600F being dropped rather quietly in 2006 to make way eventually the CBR650F, which isn't a bad bike. I've never ridden one, so I can't comment whether it's a good bike or a bad bike, but looking at the spec sheet, it just seems a bit fucking less compared to my 600. The CBR600F, the 1999 F4 in particular, last of the carved, first of the alloy frame, because up until then they've been steel framed, nicknamed Steelies, the F1, F2 and F3. But Honda had its crown of best middleweight sports bike usurped by Yamaha's young pretender, the R6. And this did not go down well with the head honchos at Honda, who wanted to wrest their crown back from Yamaha. But while the other manufacturers like Kawasaki and Suzuki gone alloy framed and that, Honda had stuck to their guns and stuck with the steel for the F3. So when Yamaha stole the crown with the R6, Honda said, fuck this, we're going back to the drawing board, and designed a completely new bike from the ground up. Alloy frame, new engine, new gearbox, new fucking everything. But they stuck with carbs for the F4, the initial F4, the FX and FY models. Got plenty of power on tap, you know, about 100, just over 100 brake horsepower at the crank, but 100 at the rear wheel. 0 to 60 times according to the spec sheet at 2.9 seconds. That'll rip your fucking arms out of your sockets. Now bear in mind, that's a similar sort of, that's faster than most Lambos and most Ferraris. You know. And this is a 21-year-old 600cc sports bike. Now some people say it's a sports tourer, but she is definitely not a fucking sports tourer. Between 100 and 110 horsepower at the crank, which works out about 100 at the rear wheel. 0 to 60 time is around 2.9 if you hook it up right. Top speed's about 160, 165. Fuel economy is fucking awesome. And this bike never fails to give me a fucking grin. Not gonna lie there. This bike, it's got so much usable power. You know, it's happy to bimble around at 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour. It does get hot quite quickly though. But it's a sort of machine, you could do a track day on a Saturday, chuck a load of luggage on it on a Sunday, and then go fucking touring for the weekend. You know, for a long weekend. It's so tractable. You know, I've made a few balls ups with gear shifts and throttle applications and downshifting and all that. But this bike has never once let me down. You know, when it comes to enjoyment and shit like that. It's a lovely, lovely machine. The seating position, the foot pegs, the ergonomics are just spot on for your do-it-all, made-of-all-work bike. I mean, I know for a fact this bike I'm on has done track days in the past, but it still feels tight, svelte. The handling is light, especially when paired up with great tyres like the Bridgestone Batlax BTO 23 Sport Touring. So handling's neutral and light. You wouldn't think this bike weighs about 196 kilos all up, which sounds a lot, and I suppose to all intents and purposes it is a lot. But when you're riding along, you certainly don't feel it, and you get that lovely, lovely sound when you pour the coals on from that straight 416 valve lump that's underneath you. Like I said, the power is there. It's linear and it's very, very predictable. Bit of a dead spot around between 5,000 and 6,000 RPM, but that's more to do with the carb setup than anything else, and that can be sorted out with a stage 2 dyno jet kit. Get it rejetted and rebalance on the carbs, but it's a minor gripe. And I rode this bike all the way down to East Anglia and back in a day. It's over 250 mile total trip, and yet at no point did I feel any cramp or any tiredness or any tightness in my joints. Which is an amazing testament to the ergonomics of this machine. It's a great bike to start on if you're stepping up to a big machine. And I say, it's an all-rounder, and it even comes with the most amazing of all things, a centre stand. You know, and I mentioned that in one of my earlier videos, that it's got a centre stand when I was talking about chain maintenance. And you know, all in all, as a package, it's just an amazing machine. So yeah, when you're stepping up to a big bike, don't discount the 99 Honda CBR600F. Because the amount of people I see who say to me, I had one of them, or I wish I hadn't sold it, is unbelievable. It's such a popular bike, and they hold their value really, really well. Easy to work on, parts are easy to come by, and being Honda, you know, reliability is on point. I have had a couple of small little things with it. One was a regulator rectifier that decided to go bonk, and the cam chain tensioner can lose its tensioning ability, so you end up with a bit of a rattle. But you know, that's really small fry in the big scheme of things. The OE brakes, Nissin 4-pot, fucking brilliant brakes. But yeah, you know, all in all, when you decide you're going to step up to a big machine after your 125 days, I thoroughly and wholeheartedly recommend the CBR, the 1999 Honda CBR600F. And on that note, guys, I'm going to close this video here. So thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure and privilege to have you on board with us. If you like what you see and what you've heard, throw me a like. Likes are appreciated. They help me, they help the channel. If you're new to the channel and you want to come on board for more videos, click the subscribe button and the little bell icon, which will tell you when I'm uploading a new vid, when I've uploaded a new vid. And on top of that, if you awesome people would like to drop me a comment, and you're not going to be a cunt or an arsehole or a wanker or any of those defamatory, derogatory commenties, then please, you know, chuck me a comment in the box below. It's highly likely I'll reply to you. Still need a couple more questions for the Q&A video, which I'm doing in precisely 2 weeks' time. I look forward to hearing from you guys on that one. But until next time, viewers, I want to say a massive thank you for coming on board. Huge thank you for watching. Take it easy, take care, and I'll see you all soon. Fucking lights. So until then, folks, adieu, farewell, and this is the Furry Biker signing off. Good night.